lots of great stuff, Kyle. We got three kind of main things we're working on recently. What I'm really focusing on now is planning and coordinating and getting a couple of large scale projects we have over the next 3 weeks lined up, ready to go, working out the logistics with our customers, billing, invoicing, material, just kind of really making sure we have every box checked. Next week, we're going to be working on a project on Social Street in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and this is going to be phase 2 of a 2-phase project that we did for it's a high-rise commercial building, but actually there's a privatized school inside. And so we are going to be in this phase hydro coating or using our liquid epoxy coating on all the vertical stacks in this building. So there's 6 vertical stacks, 80 feet each. So we're going to be coating the inside of those vertical stacks. And then every toilet branch line, so I think there's maybe 14 or 18 toilets in this, every branch line from the toilet as it leaves the toilet and heads into the sewer system, we're going to be coating those as well. In phase 1, we already lined the underground main sewer line that heads out of the building. And so we're excited about this. It's probably the largest coating project we've had. And so it's going to be about a week. The first day, I'm sure we're going to kind of be learning just the logistics of the job and kind of where our people are and what we're doing. And I'm sure day 2, 3, 4, and 5, we'll get in our groove and we'll be smooth and we'll bang that job out. So that's an exciting project for us. The following week, we're going to be doing phase 1 of a 2-phase project at Tanglewood Apartments in West Warwick. This is a project we talked about before. We've already done 5 individual single lines at this 15 building apartment complex. Great customer of ours, we built up a great relationship. We're now going to address 2 specific buildings at one time. So each of these buildings has 3 main lines that heads out into a manhole. We're going to be doing one of those buildings that week. We're going to be digging a large scale access pit right next to that manhole to gain access to the pipe for our cleaning and jetting, and ultimately shooting our liners from that pit. So we're going to do phase 1 in a couple of weeks, and then we're going to do phase 2 of the next building a few weeks after that. So again, that's probably going to be 3 to 4 days on the site, and in total is going to be about 250 feet of pipe. And the plan, which I know for this customer, we're going to be working at this property for years to come. We're going to kind of chip away at the most important and worst condition buildings first. Then we're going to move our way down, and eventually I would suspect over the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to line every single pipe at this property. And then the third largest scale project that we have coming up is going to be at the end of April, and this is for kind of a subsidiary of Rhode Island Housing. So this is an elderly care facility in North Providence. They've had 8 or 10 plumbers in there trying to solve the problem. We went in, scoped out the lines, assessed everything, and we're going to be lining about 300 feet of underground sewer line at this elderly apartment complex. They were having backups, all the traditional issues that we've always uncovered. And we're going to go in and dig a large-scale access pit, which is going to kind of be our central hub of a bunch of pipes coming into one point, and we're going to shoot 3 to 4 different liners from there, solving their problem permanently, and that's going to be a week long as well. So it's very, very exciting. These are the larger scale commercial projects that we've talked about, that we've built up, that we want to build up. We're starting to schedule our work out a lot further, and so this is exactly kind of what we had planned and what we wanted to see for 2023 so far. You know, in a big picture world, of course, we'd love to help every single customer, big or small. I think with all the efforts that we're doing, combined with, you know, internally here, your efforts with social media, our sales guy, Joe, our branding, our website, people calling us and kind of us getting a little more familiarity in the marketplace with what we do, we're getting more and more calls for larger scale, bigger projects where they know that they can't dig. And those bigger projects, of course, come with a higher dollar volume and come with more logistics planned out. So in return, we can schedule those jobs out further, allocate more time. So yeah, in an ideal world, I would love to say, hey, in the month of May, we have 4 projects booked, 1 a week. Those projects are hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're scheduled out, and now we're looking at projects for June or July or August. Integration, setting up of our SEO, which has been a little frustrating, but in a good way, because it's like learning a whole new language for us, right? You and I have been working on it. We don't know what the hell we're doing, to be honest with you, but we're having conference calls and looking at behind the scene things on a weekly basis with the company we hired. So I'm very excited about that. And I know once it's implemented, it's going to be ready to roll behind the scenes in the Google web world, ideally driving people to our website, which is driving traffic, driving calls, and getting jobs. So here's what I'm excited about the SEO. Again, it's a whole new world and it's something that I'm totally uncomfortable with, right? I'm a sales guy. I'm kind of running things here. I am not a computer tech, Google, like it's just not, that's not what I do. But what I'm excited about is we redesigned our website about a year ago now. And when we made the website, we really thought of it as an informational gathering place for somebody who would be interested in our service to kind of explain to them what we do. And of course, from there, hopefully they would call us or contact us, whatever. What we realize now, just taking a step back, understanding the power of SEO and kind of what it does, is we need to use that website as a little more of what I call a landing site, and a little more informational grabbing of a call to action once they get there. If you find or somehow navigate through the Google sphere and you get our page, we want it to be like, hey, call us, get information, type a little message and have it automatically get back to you, speed up that instantaneous connection between us and the customer. Mm-hmm. Additionally, one of the cool things I think that we learned from this company is what I call the geo-tracking and kind of the whole mapping atmosphere of what's behind SEO. And so you got to think, if you live in Warwick, you have a problem. 90% of the time you're going to type in, plumbing problem near me. Mm. Who can fix my pipes near me? Or who can fix an underground broken sewer line in Warwick, right? So it's very geography based. This is how we search almost anything, like pizza near me. And so there's this whole back end geography world of Google and the website that we didn't focus on or really integrate when we originally made our website. So there's some cool things of our guys being out in the field and quote unquote kind of dropping a pin where they are, maybe typing a short message. Hey, we're in Warwick today. We looked at a camera. This guy had tree roots in his line. We're going to send him a quote. And these are almost like these beacons that are always kind of popping off. Think of in the ocean, a buoy or a beacon. And saying, hey, well, Royal Flush has been to Woonsocket. They were in Worcester yesterday. They were in Warwick today. They're in Newport tomorrow. And all of a sudden, across the state, there are these beacons popping up behind scenes in Google for our geography. So when people are searching, they realize we're encompassing this area, and that's going to potentially lead and guide them to our website. So that's kind of really cool. I never thought about it, never really understood it. That's something I'm excited about, having that really integrated into our site with the goal of getting the people in the area we service really understanding where we are, who we are, how often we're out in these areas, that ideally, in a couple of months, there will be hundreds of beacons popping up across the state. My goal and expectation I explain to these people is for the website really not to change a ton, for it to be more SEO driven. And so technically behind the scenes, when you look at it, it's going to be updated a little different, some different graphics, a little more what I call grab attention when you get on the site. But we love and we're proud of the site that it is, even though it's not perfect, of course. But so really that the site doesn't change a ton, that we still have a really cool video showing you what we do and how it works. We have our standard services and a little bit of history about our company, but it's more all that back-end integration of the location, of all these other things, of services and keywords that kind of tie into pipelining, and more that when you get to our page, it's like, wow, here's who we are, here's what we do, here's how you contact us. It's right in your face. You can call us, you can email us, you can text the chat, you can do all these different things to grab that potential customer right away to speed up that interaction back and forth. That's what my expectation of the new site's going to be.